They've got a problem they're trying to solve. And then you need to get them to dictate what their end result, what their pleasure island looks like, what's going to make them happy. What does that look like? And all you got to do is build the bridge to get them from pain island to pleasure island. That's your job as a broker, is to be that middleman, that bridge builder, right? That's where the above and beyond a closed zone, because once they're on pleasure island, they're going to see, hey, my bridge builder was Eric. My bridge builder was Candace, was Dawn, was Carl, and they helped me get here. They can help me build another bridge for my next problem. Now they're going to continue to come back and come back and come back. Now this is where becoming a consultant is an extremely important thing. Okay, all of us know the difference, but know what a salesperson is. We've all seen them, right? A salesperson, when you pull up to a car dealership, you park your car, you get out, and all of a sudden, what do you see? You see 2 or 3 people like power walking right at you. What do? Like your walls and barriers go up, because what do you know that they're going to try to do? They're going to try to sell you, right? Car people are some of the worst salespeople that are out there. They don't take the time to get to know you. They're trying to push a product so that they can get a commission, right? You know what they're trying to do. And so you're less likely to work with them. Studies have shown that when a person is labeled a salesperson, their chances of being well received dropped dramatically. But when a person is labeled as a consultant, their chances of being well received go drastically up. Why? It's because consultants offer advice. The great example of this is, I'll go back to the car salesman thing. There always comes to a point for a vehicle that it becomes more costly to repair it than what it's actually worth, right? And I got to a point where I had these continual repairs that were happening that where every single repair was worth more than the vehicle was in its current condition. So what happens in that point? It's pretty well on its last leg, so I had to go and get a new vehicle. I had to go get a new truck. So I was actually in between sessions on a broker certification, sitting in a desk right over here. I pulled up my phone and I was looking through Craigslist and looking through Facebook Marketplace, and a truck caught my eye on Facebook Marketplace. So I messaged the person that listed and said, hey, I want to come take a look at this. It was a local dealership. And he said, okay, when are you going to be here? I said, I'm busy until about 5 p.m. tonight, so I'll be there by about 5:30. He goes, no worries, I'll pull it aside, so it's here for you. And then he goes, can I give you a quick call? Well, I had about 10 minutes, so I was like, okay, as long as it's quick, sure. Give my phone number, he calls me and goes, all right, just to make sure, I want to make sure that this is in fact the right vehicle for you. So do you mind if I ask you a few questions? I said, sure. And so he asked me about like who I am, where I grew up, what my use of the truck was, what favorite colors that I had, about my family, my wife, my kids, what they might need a vehicle for, and this and that. And yeah, I mean, he covered everything that he possibly could. I show up at the dealership at 5:30, and he had the truck that I messaged him on and 4 other options pulled up right next to it. And he walks up, he knew who I was right when I got there, and he said, hey, I took the information you gave me and I took the liberty of pulling up some other options that I think might be good for you. So the one on the end is the one you came for. These other options, go take the one that look, and I'll go through the other ones with you and tell you why I chose these. Right, and so go through the one, saw it, and I was like, okay, this is great, and goes, okay, now let's look at the other one. The next one, guys, I've got 3 girls, like I told you guys yesterday. So the one that you came for, the cab is a little bit smaller. You're going to have 3 girls at the time. Now, he goes, I don't know if you've thought about this, but girls tend to get a little feisty at each other. Girls don't like to be in close quarters with each other if they don't have to be, especially if they're sisters. And I go, yeah, you're right. And he goes, so that's why I brought this one up. This one has an extended cab on it, so they're going to have more room, which is going to make it better for them. He goes, however, okay, it doesn't have the engine that you were hoping for because it has a lot less power than what you're going to need to be able to pull the things and do the things you want. So this one's a great fit for your kids. Okay, and then he goes, the next one, he goes, this one will work for your kids. It's got the engine to it. However, it is 5 years older than the one that you came for, and it's a little more beat up, and it's got, but it does have these upgrades that meet these needs that you were talking about. And then he finally gets to the one, he goes, this is the one that I think is going to be the best fit overall for you. And he's like, it has the space for your kids. It's got massaging seats in the passenger seat, which is great for your wife because she's a passenger princess, right? Like you told me. Yep. Yeah, she is. Great. So she'll be able to have a great hand there. It's got a leather interior where you got a 2-year-old. This is going to protect that, right? And it's got the engine. And great news is it's a year newer than the one that you came for, but it's currently listed because we've had it for so long at $2,000 less than the one that you came for. And I was like, so you're trying to sell me something that is going to not get you the amount of money that you need or that you want? He goes, I don't care about that. I care about you getting you the right vehicle. I'm going to get paid no matter what. So let's find something that's the right thing for you, right? And we ended up negotiating. I ended up getting another like $7,000 off the listing price. So it was cutting into his commissions. Okay. But I ended up going with the one that he said was the best overall fit for me, which is that fourth option outside the one that I went for. Why? It was because he consulted with me. He found something that was the right fit for me, not necessarily what was the right fit for him. Now, what did he do at the end of the sale? He goes, do you know anybody that might need a new vehicle here in the next couple months? I said, as a matter of fact, I do. I had 5 people that I knew that I'd been working on their vehicles with them in the night to try to get them up and running. It's like, hey, these 5 people actually might need them. I gave them names, phone numbers, what they were currently driving, and why I felt the need. He called those people. 3 out of the 5, he did the same exact process with. A month later, my wife's vehicle broke down and it blew a head gasket. Okay. If you guys know anything about vehicles, if a head gasket blows, that's a bigger sign of a larger problem, right? So I said, no, I'm done with this vehicle. Who did I call? I got him. And this time, I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. He goes, Brandon, I don't care, honestly, what you want in this vehicle. This is not yours, right? And I go, no. As for my wife, he goes, what's her phone number? I need to call her, and we're going to have a conversation about what she wants in a vehicle, right? I love that. He said, Brandon, I don't care about you. I care about your wife and making sure she gets what she wants, right? We went. He had another 5 options. Let her choose. We got another one, and then he got 5 more referrals out of me. Guys, he wrote down my kids' names. He got my kids' birthdays. He got mine. He got like anniversary dates, things like that. On my anniversary this year, I got a card from him. Christmas last year, he sent my 3 daughters little presents. Right, things like that. That is truly what a consultant does. They care about their clients, they remember them, and they build the relationships. Okay, your clients need to have, you need to have that level of service, that level of inquiry, that level of understanding that how many of the questions that you ask and provide the right solutions to their needs. Right, that's what being truly a consultant is.
If you want to learn more, just click the link below.